Let's chat about resolutions. I know we're halfway through January already, which, how the hell did that happen? I don't know. But I was wondering, are we doing resolutions this year? Are you normally a resolution person? I typically have been. I mean, let's be honest. If you have spent any time with me at all, you've probably gotten a sense that I might be something of an achiever. I might be the kind of person who loves a notebook, a planner, a calendar, who loves a fresh start. I've mentioned that I've been in therapy. Yeah, all these things add up to someone who is into resolutions because I often have viewed myself as a problem to be solved. And man, are resolutions appealing to someone like that. I saw a social media post sometime in December that honestly knocked me back on my heels because, in the midst of all the Instagram posts of, get ready for the new year and are you ready for your resolutions? All the stuff of are you going to get healthier and sleep better and do all the stuff that everybody feels like they should be doing. I mean, honestly, we all know what we should be doing to live our supposed best lives. This post was about ideas and resolutions for having fun, having more fun in the new year. And honestly, that never occurred to me. It never occurred to me that I could just really resolve to have more fun and not just generally resolve to, hey, I would like to have more fun in my life, but I could actually list out things that I felt would make my life more fun and then do them and make that my New Year's resolutions. So that's what I did. That's what I'm doing. That's what my New Year's resolutions are all about this year. And if I hadn't seen that and been inspired by that, I wouldn't have made any resolutions this year. And I'm going to share them with you, not for accountability. I'm not looking for accountability. I'm sharing them with you because I was so inspired by the idea of let's resolve to have some fun. That if you need some inspiration for fun, I doubt that my specific fun things will appeal to anyone else because I don't know what sounds fun to you. You tell me what sounds fun to you. I would love to know what sounds fun to you. So I will tell you mine and then you tell me yours down in the comments. If this is inspiring at all, what sounds fun to you? But first, okay, Sarah Bartlett's 2025 super fun resolutions. Get ready. These have never sounded more middle-aged. Okay, the first one, and I did write them down in my journal. First page. Ugh, the first page of a fresh journal on the first day of a new year. If that is not the definition of fun, I don't know what is. But I wrote them down. Number one, this one is somewhat lofty. Number one, focus on joy, all the small daily joy in life. Now, that is not big joy. That is not, that's not big stuff. That's not get a promotion or win the lottery. I'm talking about this mug. This mug that Dan gave me for Christmas brings me so much joy. I use it every single day. I put it in the dishwasher every night to make sure that it is ready for me to put my coffee in the morning because it's adorable. One, it's so cute. It says, "You're the cherry on top." So sweet. And then this handle is the perfect size for my hand. It doesn't touch the side, so I never burn my fingers on the hot mug. And then also, I don't know if it's true, I'm not a scientist, but I feel like the tall, slim shape keeps my hot beverages warm longer. Brings me great joy. Another thing that brings me joy, I live in a neighborhood that has a lot of dogs in it. The dogs are constantly walking past my house, and I love seeing all the little doggos. My neighbors on either side each have dogs, and these dogs have great personalities. And to be honest, they're a little crazy, and I love that. I mean, they're just little personality pups, and they make me smile. I love it. They all bring me great joy. So it's little things like that, just appreciating what is in my life, the daily things that I use or I see or I interact with every single day that make me smile. That's what I'm looking for. I want to see those things and I want to appreciate them. Yeah, that's not too lofty. That's doable. Yeah. Number 2 on my list, more adventures with gravy. I'm not talking about gravy that goes on biscuits. Maybe that could be a 2026 thing because I do like gravy. Maybe next year I will have more adventures with delicious gravy. I am talking about my dog. His name is Gravy. He is the love of my life. Normally, I would insert some sort of self deprecating joke here about, oh, I'm a dog mom or something, but honestly, I am a dog mom. I don't have children. He is who I put my maternal, or just like, I don't know, that feels kind of weird, antiquated. I don't, he is who I put a lot of my love and energy into. And I would love to have some more fun and adventures with him. He's turning 9 at the end of this month, January, and we had some health scares with him last year. So I really would love to enrich his life. Does he want to come with us? And when I say us, I mean me and Dan. Does he want to come with us to Home Depot and walk the aisles? That's a store that lets dogs walk around the store with you. I don't know. Let's find out. We have tons of parks and trails around us, and we go to some, but there are plenty of others that we haven't visited. Let's go explore. Minneapolis is a very dog friendly, in my opinion, city. Let's go take him to those places. Tons of patios, lots of restaurants, and just other places. There's dog parks, and there are places we could go, things we could see. I'd like to do that. I think that that would be really fun for us as a little family, and I just want to make sure he is as happy as he can possibly be. So that's number 2 on my list. Number 3, wear more green, except for neon green. That's pretty self-explanatory, and I think I'm already off to a good start. Number 4, I'm very excited about this one. I love to spend time in bed, reading, thinking, watching YouTube videos, sleeping, obviously. And so I want to create a nicer bedding, sleeping, bedtime experience. And that includes upgrading our bedding. Dan and I have had the same bedding for 10 years, which is not a big deal, but we bought it when we moved into our house and we'd spent all of our money on furniture. And we had just gotten a king size bed and we needed something to cover it with. And we bought something from IKEA and said, we'll just get this and then we'll find something later that we really like. I think it's time. Let's do that. So let's get some new bedding, bedspread, pillows, all that good stuff. And then also pajamas. So it's time. Pajamas only last so long. I really like pajamas from Land's End. I like their shirt and shorts combo. And then I also like their nightgowns. And they last a long time, but they don't last forever. And so it's time to swap in some new ones. So I'm going to do that this year and just create a nice bedtime, being in bed, cozy situation for myself. I'm excited for that. So this next one, I've been thinking a lot over the past several months about the people in my life and how I feel when I'm with them. And I really want to prioritize spending time with people that I feel good about myself when I'm with them. Who do I feel really vibrant and happy and like my most like myself when I'm with them? 2 of them are Eric and Katie. I want to spend more time with Eric and Katie this year. You don't know Eric and Katie. Eric is my older brother. He's 3 years older than I am. And Katie is his wife. She is somewhere in between myself and Eric age-wise. And I adore them. They are 2 of my closest friends. They are wonderful people. And unfortunately, they live about 6 hours away from me. So we don't get to spend as much time in person as any of us would like to. But we are all prioritizing talking to each other more, texting. We use an app called Marco Polo to exchange video texts with one another, and that's really nice to be able to see each other's face, and see each other's environment and just get to know each other in that way even more. And then Dan and I are also prioritizing time off and our finances, like money, to go and spend time and vacation with them more. So I'm really excited about that. Our first time seeing them this year will be in February. We are going to spend the long President's Day weekend with them in Illinois, where they live. So I'm very excited about that. Number 6 on my list is something that just sort of came to me as I was as I was thinking through and writing stuff down. This just sort of came out of nowhere. It's not something that has been top of mind for me, but I would like to play music throughout my house more often. Growing up, I don't know why I made that face. Growing up, music played in the house all of the time. I could give you a song for pretty much any moment in my life. Like, there was literally a soundtrack for my entire life. Growing up, music was just a huge part of my family's life. We played, I remember Kenny Rogers on the record player on Saturday mornings when it was time to clean the house, or Jimmy Buffett on the CD player when it was time for happy hour when I was in high school. I was not partaking in happy hour, but my parents were. Anyway, all that to say, Dan and I tend to listen to our own music with our headphones on. So our house is kind of quiet. And it's not like Dan and I have very disparate tastes in music, so I'm not sure why we do that. I'll have to ask him. But we do have like a Bose speaker that we pull out for dinner parties or gatherings, but we don't really play it all that often when it's just the two of us. And again, I don't know why, but I would like to connect with him through music, and I would like to have more music in our house. So that is number 6 on my list. Number 7 kind of makes me laugh, because I would like to get my ears pierced a second time. I have one ear piercing, and I would like to get a second one. When I was a tween and a teen in the 90s, getting your ears pierced a second time was a big deal. That was the thing to do. And my parents said no for reasons. And I just kind of let it go. I was not a rebellious kid. Does that surprise you? Probably not. But I have often thought, oh, I would, oh, it's too bad I don't have 2 piercings. I think that looks really nice on people. But it had never occurred to me until very recently. You could do that. Yes, your parents said no when you were a child, but you're not a child anymore, and you could do that. So I'm going to get my ears pierced a second time, and I'm excited about that. So, yeah. Isn't it funny, like the things that just sort of stick with you from when you're a kid, that you just sort of accept and, oh, okay, I guess that's the way it is. Girl, you can get your ears pierced again. What is that thing? This is I digress from the topic of this video, but what is that thing for you? Please tell me you have a thing and that I am not the only one who has been sitting on doing something like this for 30 years, literally. Please tell me down in the comments. What is the thing that your parents wouldn't let you do, that you didn't realize until way too long that you could do because you're a grown-up now? The 8th and final thing on my list is I'm going to get another tattoo. I have several tattoos, but it's been quite a few years since I've added to them. And my close friend Stephanie gave me the cutest gift a while ago. She did a paw print of Gravy. It's like fingerprinting, but for a dog, a paw print. It makes me laugh so hard to think of her fingerprinting Gravy like he's some criminal dog. But she did this and then framed it and gave that to me. And so I want to have his paw print tattooed on my leg, probably my upper thigh, because that's where he hits me when he wants to play. And I just think that would be so adorable. And I would like to have something of him on me. So that is my plan. I'm going to get my gravy tattoo this year, and I'm excited about that too. I don't know if I'll do the ear piercing first or the tattoo first. Probably the ear piercing first, just because I feel like, I mean, I've waited for 30 some years to do that, so I should do that one first. Okay. Yeah. So there we have it, my 2025 fun resolutions. I feel really good about the idea of focusing on fun and having actual fun things to look forward to, things that I am going to create for myself. And as I'm looking through the list, yes, some of them are just for me, but many of them are about being connected with other people in my world. So I'm also excited about that. I think that those are two themes that I'm seeing in my life. I would like to appreciate the daily objects and people and experiences that I have, the small things, and just appreciate them and find joy in them. And then also connect more deeply with the people and with my community and, what's going on in my life. So those are two things that are top of mind for me as I'm creating joy in my life. I want to hear from you. What kind of fun are you going to be having in 2025? Especially, I mean, if you've got something big going on, let us all know. If you're taking a big trip, if you're doing something like that, absolutely, let's celebrate and join in on the joy that you are creating in that. But also, let's talk about the small, fun things that are part of your daily life. Tell me, tell all of us, tell the entire Pretty Intellectual community all about it down in the comments. As always, I'm so glad that you are here. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I don't take that for granted. I will see you in my next video. Until then, take care.